Exterminate All The Brutes. I needed to turn the phone off for that. I needed to be interrupted.
Bro, y'all got through?
Yeah, shit.
Man. Tell me that's not the most dense doc that it just has to take a moment. Like,
yeah. I picked up my phone and texted a bunch of people to watch it and couldn't even do it. It was like, nah, you got to kind of just stumble on that on your own.
mm-hmm. Yeah, when you watch it, you know, like the folks that have seen it or whatever. But yeah, that was a lot to take in at once.
What was it for y'all? I know for me,
his tone.
Okay. Bet.
The militance of that in his tone.
It was the tone, and it was like the approach.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say
it was
tone,
real unique.
Approach, and then
inserting yourself too. So you made it relatable because it wasn't like I'm separate from this. No, also I'm gonna give you my story within it.
Yep.
On why I am approved to tell this story, basically. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
And to also let them know, like, nah, I'm not telling you opinion.
Mm-hmm.
These are facts.
These are facts.
Yeah.
This is date, time. This is from this person's journal.
Yeah.
The motherfucker that you guys think is a hero, this is his journal.
His journal. Telling you the sick shit he was on.
The coldest visual to me was looking at North America as like in its tribes and seeing and watching it flame and how much execution was taking place in order to give us the states that we have right now.
Yeah.
Like how much land was actually conquered.
Yeah.
Is nuts looking at it visually.
When they do the time lapses of when they do the time lapses of like the Holocaust and shit, like and lynchings, and like they just do them side by side, you're like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Bro, the visual of the giving the white bro the bath and then sitting back and then looking out the window at your people on the rope. Bro, like everything was thorough, bro.
Yeah. Also, when he was showing the pictures from different places in the world and what they've done with genocide.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God,
so
that
much.
shit! Look, I already get goosebumps just the way he showed them pictures, because it's like he's like, look, he said as soon as I got there, he's like, I've seen this all before, and then for him to just show you, like, here's the receipts.
Yeah, no, so much genocide. So like, it was a book on how much genocide.
Yeah.
One-liners.
Yep.
But
they oh go ahead, G.
No, but like the no, you go ahead.
The images from around the world, when they do it through the lens of just America, was when it goes, and it's and I know it's a many thing to group together, but it's Caitlyn Jenner running for governor for me. It's like, bro, it's like, we know what this is founded on, right? We know what this is built on, and here is someone depicting it and communicating that clearly, and then it made me start thinking about our history books and how we're taught.
Told from the conqueror. Told from the winner.
Told from the conqueror. God damn it.
And they tried to feed that to us.
Yeah.
And that was my main thing in the interview that I did. Was like, I am so happy that I wasn't so involved in paying attention to those books.
Absolutely.
I was big on essays and like writing and shit like that, but I was not paying attention to what they was telling me about history.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy that that's the case. So it ain't so much that I gotta unprogram myself from. Like, that's a thing. And I'm so happy that I'm able to get that information now and actually soak it up and not have like my quarrels with it as if like I was told something different. I don't even know what the fuck they was trying to tell me. You know what I mean? So like by the time I get this information, I'm like, oh, okay, well, bet. Like, that's information that's vital for what we're trying to do forward.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If that's your start point with the correct information, then it only tells you, it only improves what your future, what your present and your future is gonna be. You ain't gotta go back too far in history.
Huh.
You should look back at history for real.
I promise you, G, I'm with you, but you don't got to, but you probably should.
You probably should.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like, not the shit that they spoon fed you, because they'll make, and that's the problem right now. You know what I mean? Like, it's not even so much that us as black people don't know our history.
Yeah.
It's that white folks don't know their history. So they over here sitting on they fucking ironclad stoop, thinking that they pulled themselves up by their bootstraps.
Meanwhile, you had a motherfucking training wheels on.
Your entire life.
Huh.
That's the thing for me.
Huh.
It ain't so much us. It's that people out here delusional about their own history.
It's not that we... How did you say that again? It's not that we need to... I gotta play that back, because I don't know how to not have that be the tagline of some sorts. Like, they don't know their history.
They have no clue.
Huh.
They have no clue.
That is wild.
They were told lies just like we were.
Wow.
Hey.
How are you?
Yes.
Wow.
Anywhere.
El just got to a bar.
I knew he was going to.
It's not so much that we need to learn our history as the white folks don't know theirs.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's the damage. That's the most damaging shit, bro. That is the most damaging shit, because they really out here walking around thinking that they was and is not for one pure, no blood on the hands, and it's after them. So therefore, why are you approaching us about some shit that was prior? Slavery wasn't that bad, and also I didn't do it. But also, I need you to know that you didn't do shit. Like, it wasn't even that joke that you didn't do slavery. You didn't do a thing.
Yeah.
But you reap the benefits of the things that you did not do. You know what I'm saying? That's really what it comes down to for me. Black people need to learn their history, but white folks do too. It's hard to hear, but hey, what y'all did for real. And the cold part about that doc is just talking about how war is overall and how it started. Like, Europeans was able to be the victors in these things because they were the first ones to get guns that could shoot from further away.
Yeah. Hey, go handle that. Go kill all of them real quick. Like, literally sending people on missions to go just conquer more land.
When that boat came and the motherfuckers got taken out, and then they came back with hundreds of boats.
Oh, they tripping over there. Send more. No, I think shout out to HBO for running that.
HBO is killing it.
Yeah.
My hope is that, remember the shit we got shown in like high school history? My high school teacher was the one that showed me the Emmett Till documentary. And shit might have, in a weird, twisted way, saved my life, but it's a whole lot to unpack there, because why is this white man showing us this? But, and he wasn't cleared. He almost got fired for it, too.
I get where you're going.
So, how do we get Exterminate All The Brutes to be a part of the curriculum on some level of history, like the education, like the history part of education?
Should be standard.
What?
This is where it's gonna sound bad for me. It should be, but will it? Like, when you hear people get angry when you hear about teachers who talk about indigenous people here, and they're saying like, oh, they weren't all bad, and there is people out there who now get angry about that, like, no, you got to understand, they had slaves too, and they did.
That's to El's point. They need to learn their history for real. And so, who was that was breaking down the 4? It's either 3 or 4 in the U.S. total publishers that do the textbooks. 4. They control the monopoly that is the production of textbooks. So they get to tell the stories that are in the textbooks. True or not, this is what's being pushed.
Hey, we can just mass produce it. We are a distribution center.
Exactly. And we're going to come out with a new textbook each year so
Every
we
year.
can run it up.
Run it up.
History get further and further away.
Yeah.
That shit went from being an entire textbook down to one line. It was some bad shit that took place back then.
Yeah.
Period. On to the next thing. Hey, we were doing some amazing shit, y'all.
Who's next?